Hello, I'm Sally Earlham, and this is just a brief video just to introduce you to my CPD course for reflexologists, Maternity Reflexology, which is about supporting that whole pregnancy journey. Now, what I see quite a lot with reflexologists is that they don't always feel confident to treat in pregnancy. And so this is what the course is primarily about. It's building that confidence so you know when to treat, when not to treat. It's building your knowledge and also different techniques that can be used throughout the pregnancy. If we just look at some of the course theory, it does include contraindications and cautions and red flags. We absolutely need to know when not to treat, when to take care, and also any red flags, which is when you feel that that client needs to be seen by their medical practitioner or midwife pretty quickly. That's our base really for keeping our clients safe. We look at the role of the reflexologist. Are there different things we can do to help the client feel secure and make their maternity journey the best it can be? We look at the research, and actually we have some great research on maternity reflexology. And again, that just helps add credibility to what we do. We look at the impact of stress as well on fetal development, and it's quite profound. But of course, with reflexology, we are promoting that deep relaxation, which is amazing for them, but they need to be building in stress reducing techniques every day as well. We work through the 3 trimesters of pregnancy, and we look at common conditions, common symptoms, and general advice for both of those. We then look at the birth and also what role we can play as a reflexologist in the birth if we choose to do that. But we are able to attend the birth if that is something that you're interested in and obviously the client is interested in. And then we look at postnatal as well. For the practical, there are some great techniques in this course that you will use way outside of just maternity. We've got techniques for morning sickness and heartburn, constipation, which is a great one for many clients, pelvic girdle pain, and again, this introduces a new way of working the lower back, a lymphatic drainage sequence, pelvic relaxation for breech baby, preparation for birth. Absolutely don't talk in terms of bringing on the labour, inducing labour. That's what the medics do. This is about preparing the body so it's in the best state. We look at reflexology for during the birth, postnatal support, and an endocrine balance. So as I say, a great range of techniques here. For the online course, so this is delivered in 2 different ways, either online or face-to-face. For the online, they are pre-recorded modules, and I try and keep those quite short. So you can start whenever you want, you can study when you want, and you've basically got 18 months to complete the course. You've got 25 theory modules. These all have PowerPoint presentations, very much in the same manner, same presentation as this, with me talking in the corner. And then there are some simple multiple choice questions for you to answer, which just lets me check your understanding. There are then practical videos for you to follow, which is great. You can see close in how the practical should be done. You've also got a practical manual that you can download, which will just help guide you through, and you can watch those as many times as you want. You then go away and you practice on friends, family, clients, and once you feel confident, you then book onto a Zoom tutorial where we just go through the practical. It's very much a tutorial. It's just to check that your positions are correct, that you're working correctly, and it's a time for you to ask any questions as well. Once you've completed the course, you are sent a certificate. And case studies, you can submit those afterwards if you want. It's 2 clients, 3 treatments on each, but those are optional. For the in-person course structure, we obviously cover the same content. It's a 2-day training course run in small groups, which I think makes optimum learning. We have theory and practical sessions, and you also get access to the online course, which means after the course you can go back, you can watch the practical again if there's anything you're not sure on, and you can also refresh any of the theory that you want to as well. And the certificate after the course will be awarded to you there and then. So just a couple of slides to think about our responsibilities as a reflexologist. We do need to have an understanding of the maternity journey. As I say, that's primarily what is covered in the course. We need to ensure client comfort and safety. We need to know about our contraindications, our cautions, but also probably one of the most important things is considering the positioning of clients in later pregnancy to ensure that supine hypertension isn't an issue. We need to know when to refer our clients. This is our red flags. Is it an urgent referral? Is it something that they just need to check in on? We need to know when not to treat. We need to be there to provide a listening ear. You know, pregnancy may be one of the things they've most wanted in their life, but actually when they get pregnant, it can bring a lot of fear as well. What's going to happen to their relationship? What's going to happen to their work? So we do need to be a listening ear. We also need to be there for general lifestyle advice, for common symptoms, and we're there to help them reduce stress and ease their symptoms. I do think that maternity reflexology isn't for everybody, which is why I put this slide in, because I do think you need to be genuinely interested in pregnancy and obviously in their pregnancy in individual clients. We need to be there to give them time to talk, so we need to be there to able to listen. So if this is something that you might feel uncomfortable with, just think about whether this is a group you do want to work with. It's incredibly rewarding, but I do acknowledge it's not for everybody. We need to be prepared. This ties in with this actually. We need to be prepared for the good times and the not so good. The vast majority of clients that will come to you in pregnancy are going to be uncomplicated, second and third trimester, and everything will be fine. But we do just need to be prepared if things don't quite go as planned. I do also think it's worth having additional support material for them. So additional maternity leaflets, aftercare advice sheets, just ready at hand to be able to pass over to clients and potential clients as well. So those were just a couple of thoughts that I wanted to share at this time. If you want to know more about the course, you can find it on my website, sallyearlham.co.uk. And one thing you can do if you haven't done already is create a free account on my online platform. And all you do for that on my website where it says online learning, you click on that and create a free account and you will get access to 2 free mini modules, one on touch and one on headaches and migraines. And it just shows you how my courses run, plus hopefully gives you some good techniques. If you have any questions, obviously reach out and get in touch. Thank you.